guys, this is Kelly. I am back with another process video. This layout is for Cocoa Daisy and I participated in the sketch challenge, and this is my layout that I created with it. This is the first layout that I created with the kit, so I'm just going to go through the papers and figure out which ones I wanted to use. I pulled this 4x6 photo of my daughter in this adorable striped bathing suit. I will not lie, I definitely bought that with scrapbooking in mind. And I've decided, since the photo is pretty light around the edges, that I want to do something a little different and back it with this teal colored cardstock that came in the kit. And I'm just gutting it because I never know if I want to use it for I guess, like backing on pages and things like that. So I'm just going to trim off the edges now to make it easier for me to back the photo. And I liked this because it was just, something a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down. The sketch calls for a photo that's a little bit smaller, and then it has several different sized paper layers. I know that I want to use one of the day in the life cards, and I just thought that I would just go ahead and use the 4x6 photo and see if I could make that work. Now this paper right here is gorgeous, full of really pretty bright colors. They almost look like raindrops, and I thought that since it matched the colors in her bathing suit perfectly, that I would use that as the large piece on the background. Now I just trimmed it, and when I did, I felt like it was too big, so I just trimmed it down a little bit more, and I'm going to go with that. So I had pulled out some of these tags to start with. In the kit we got the Vicky Bouton tags, and just to make it easier to create, I went ahead and pulled out one of each one just so that I could have them ready to go with my kit. And I'm just trying to figure out what else I want behind the photo or as my paper layer. And this beautiful bright yellow and white polka dot I just thought was perfect. So I'm not sure if I want to put it behind the photo or use it as another paper layer. Eventually I will decide that I do want to put it behind my photo. I really liked the way that the teal cardstock popped off that yellow, and it also helped to, I guess, tone the busy paper down in the background as well. So this is pretty much how my layout is going to end up. I like the way that it's looking. I like that bright teal tag. I feel like it helps to offset the teal that's in the bottom of that day in the life card. So for me, when I think of beaches, I think of maybe some of the distressed edging or the torn edges. So I didn't like the way that the paper tore with the ruler. So I went ahead and just tried to fix it, and I'm going to end up not liking it, trimming it down, and then coming back in with my distress tool. It's just one of those things. I try not to be OCD about things like that, but I can't help it. So I wanted to use a doily just as another layer. I like the white, I like the intricate parts of it, and I thought that the bigger one was too big, and I finally settled on behind the day in the life card. Again, it's just, a simple layer. I don't necessarily use it for the dressiness part. I just like the delicate nature of it, because you can add it. It adds another layer to your page without necessarily adding a lot of fuss. So for my title, I am using these beautiful thickers. They're ombre. Love this blue. I wish that I had another pack of them already. I have made a couple of layouts with this, and I've already used up all of the S's. I titled this Catching Clams, but it's not really what you do. You dig for clams, and that would have been a more appropriate title. But as I was doing the page, I didn't think about that, and the length of the Catching Clams just went the whole length of the side of the piece of paper, so I just went with it. You know, it's one of those things that you think of after the fact, but oh well. I am not going to go back and fix that now, especially since I have stitched through the title. So I want to go ahead and get a couple of things put down so that I can figure out what else I want to add to this page. And I know that I also want to add a little bit of sewing, so I'm trying to figure out exactly where some of my embellishments are going to go. This washi tape is just gorgeous. I don't think I've ever seen a washi tape like this. It came with the kit, I believe. I get the kit and the Day in the Life kit, so sometimes I'm not sure which one it comes in. And it is so pretty. I just cannot say enough good things about it. And there comes Juliet. She had to say hello. So this is pretty much the way that the layout's going to stay. So I went ahead and I stitched down that paper, and I just trimmed up the edges and ruffled them up. And off camera, I did add a pink ribbon to the tag. That pink ribbon was from a previous kit, and I keep all of my ribbon, especially with my kits, and I have one big tub that I keep all of my extra Cocoa Daisy items in, and that way if I feel like it needs a little piece of ribbon or something like that, I can go through what I've had in previous kits and pull from it, and I frequently go into it. And the nice thing is that the kits seem to work well with previous kits, so I enjoy that because it's always nice to get more bang for your buck. So this starfish is one of the cut files that is in Cocoa Daisy exclusive. I cut out several of those and just am going to use them. I think I've used the starfish on 2, if not 3 of my layouts now. I really like it. I haven't done beach pages in a while, so I have been doing quite a few of those, so you will see several coming up on my channel. So those 2 little die cuts that I put on top of the starfish say that was great, and the other one has a date. That one is actually a Vicky Bouton tag, and I need to go back and look and see if I can find the date. So I used this Martha Stewart punch to punch one of the exclusive papers. It has a pinked edge, so it does kind of look like a sun, which is perfect for this. I wanted to add another circle in it as well, but I have figured out that I need to have a 1 1/4 circle punch. I have a 1 inch and a 1 1/2 inch, so I have already remedied that and found a 1 1/4 inch circle punch. I just think that basic punches are one of the best things to have in your stash. I did pull out my dies to see if one of my circle dies would work, and the circle dies, believe it or not, were odd sizes. So I'm just going through the last little bit to see if there's anything else I want to add. Off camera, I do stitch through the title. I stitch through it just in white stitching. I don't want to draw any attention necessarily to it, but I just wanted to make sure that those letters were not going to go anywhere. And then the other thing that I do is stitch around the border of the white cardstock. I let it sit for a little while before I did it, and I just really felt like it was missing something. So, sometimes for me, a layout has to percolate a day or two, and I can come back with fresh eyes and add something, like a final touch, which for me, I don't mind. I know some people want to be, have a layout and have it done, but for me, it was okay. I'm okay with coming back and adding a little touch here and there. So I am going to put some thread behind the flare button. The flare button is also a Cocoa Daisy exclusive, and it says summer, and I put some hot pink thread behind it, and I just liked the way that it helped to layer up that piece and adds a little bit more texture and interest to the page. So the other thing that I did while I was talking was I added the pink flamingo. That was a paper clip that was included in last month's kit, and I did not have a chance to use it. I specifically pulled that with this kit because I knew that I had to get it onto a page in some fashion, and was very happy that I was able to get it on the first page that I made. So that's it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me. I have a few more layouts coming up to share with you, or I should say process videos. I'm hoping to have one, if not two, up this week. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.